when he walks down the street. De Baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. De Baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. De Baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never
I'm going live
shaded.
on
His portfolio
live
perfectly
on
weighted.
YouTube, so I
Whales and
just have my
minnows
live
all in a
here.
line.
Popo.
Track his
So
moves,
if you want
wish
to join
they
me
could
live, you
align.
can go on YouTube. The
Every
name
tweet
they
sends
see the
markets a
Beton
spin,
Crypto
but he never lets
live
the
on
fear sink
YouTube.
in.
So I'm
Algorithms
gonna
dance,
make my
pulling the
chart.
strings. In the crypto
You know, I
world,
do
he
analysis.
reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade.
Voila. Crypto bubbles is giving us some good flavor today, guys. I'm seeing some coins doing well so far during this UK session, S is doing well, Bella Chain is doing well, Enna is doing well. So many coins are doing well, against Bitcoin. But if we look at USDT dominance, we're gonna see that almost everything is doing well, for now, because we are heading towards the US session. UK session is ongoing. I think towards like 1:30, we're gonna stream here for about 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours. So towards the end of the UK session, we are going to like reassess the market to determine which direction the market makers want to take the price to. So looking so far on crypto bubbles, I would say that, like, for the past 4 hours, it looks good. Even though it's not every coin that is doing well at this point in time. But I would say that, I mean, looking at what happened since Sunday, now, and tomorrow, Wednesday, let's see how things are gonna play out. So today, I just want us to trade live. When I'm looking at some setups on Bitcoin, look at some setup for MOG Coin, Coin, and we can talk about some other coins that you are holding in your portfolio. But these are the coins I'm going to be focusing on, on my part. Then we can, talk about the other coins that you are holding. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a good show. So if you're new here on this platform, you are watching the Beton's Crypto. Yeah, create content to help you understand what goes on in this brutal crypto space. I talk about market structures, support and resistance, when to buy and when to take out profit. So if this sort of content interests you, you wanna go right now and smash the subscribe button. For those of you who are watching on Popo Live, guys, by the way, if you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook, I'm now streaming on YouTube, Facebook. If you are watching me on those platforms, also on X, you wanna be part of my Popo Live community, just go to the description of this video and you're gonna see a link to be part of my Popo Live. By the way, if you don't understand what Popo Live is all about, I'm gonna do a video to explain to you guys what it's all about. But I'm gonna doing most of my parties on Popo Live. So if you wanna be part of my parties, join my parties, then you can join me on Popo Live. Oh boy, this is a bright day. Let's just go straight away to Bitcoin and let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Okay, I would say that, guys, we are at a good level based on what happened since Sunday. Right, you can see price is holding here, and this is a key area that I would say, like a zone within this zone. So this structure within structure that Bitcoin is holding. And I mentioned that we might see the target hit this point of control, which is at around $95,000. So I'm thinking that, not like I'm thinking that, if I look at what I am seeing on the chart, it's showing me that we might go and reclaim this liquidity here. There's a lot of liquidity here, and if say we get to this level, then we can decide. Not like we can decide, the market makers can decide where they want to take the price to. Well, it's gonna be a pretty movement because we have lots of stumbling blocks along the way. That I think price is gonna cool like around $92,000, and also around, let's say, $94,000. Then we're gonna see a stopping horn straight away to $95,000 for Bitcoin. So I just want us to look at the macro first. Let's look at where price is, before we can dive into the micro analysis of the market. Now, let's also look at this on the weekly time frame. Okay, most of this liquidity has been recovered already, but we have some of the liquidity here around. I think that should be around $74,000 for Bitcoin. So I'm still wondering, or I'm still thinking, or I'm still like having this assertion that maybe they can push price upward towards let's say $95,000, just to mark it back down to around 74 or $70,000 before they can now move it to the upside. But I think if this price action is going to take us to, let's say, $97,000 or $95,000, and price is not able to go break this zone to go and make higher highs, then I'm going to say that maybe they want to take us to more downward. Yeah, because this is the structure that price work. So as of now, I would say that on I would say, guys, that we are now in a downtrend. Okay, so we are in a downtrend, no doubt, until we see price break above this 90K. So if say we see price break above 90K and stay around this 95K, then price keep moving sideways like this, sideways, then we can say maybe they're gonna push price and go and make higher highs from where we are. So I love to do my analysis on the higher time frames because I want to see the like the macro perspective of the market, what the market makers are doing, like, because, guys, you see, these year hedge funds, the way they trade the market, they look at higher time frames to give them some perspective on what might happen. Let's say the next two weeks, the next 4 months, or the next 6 months. So I want to play the hedge fund game or the market makers game. I don't want to play the small time frame game. So if I see that prices at key levels, on the higher time frame, then I turn to focus on lower time frame, looking for moves towards that level. Like for now, we are still in a downtrend. Trust me, no doubt. We are still in a downtrend. So no matter what happens, I'm gonna be focusing on looking for a sell trades or a short until we see price break the structure and take us back to the upside. So looking at this price action, I would say that we are still in danger. For Bitcoin and crypto, we can see crypto keep going down, 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 no doubt. So don't sit there and think maybe price is gonna keep going up, 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 up. By the way, guys, we are gonna be taking some trades. So be ready. If say we see any trades, we're gonna take it. This is towards the end of the UK session. There's always a trade to take. I'm gonna go to the lower time frame to look at what is going on, but I have to start first from this higher time frame so we can see what is going on there. Now let's look at USDT dominance. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Also, I'm seeing some bullish signal here for this. Let me not say bullish signal. Let me say more bearish signal. Even though on this time frame you can see clearly that this is still bearish on the weekly time frame. I mean, dominance, USDT dominance. But now we are at a key level on the higher time frame. That's why, guys, it's very important you look at the market on the higher time frame, because when you do so, it's going to eliminate all the noise in the market and gives you key levels, like real key levels that price is going to bounce from, if say price get there. Now look at this key level when it comes to USDT dominance. So price is now at this key level. Trust me, we want to be looking at ways to cash out profit from our altcoin. So we are at a critical level at this point in time, unless we break this level, yeah, like price need to do something today like this, break below here, and then maybe we test it, then move more downward. Until then, before we can start making like being proud or beating our chest that price might get to our direction. As of now, we break structure, yeah. Maybe we are coming now to retest this structure, yeah, where we break structure, and from there, we're gonna start seeing some sort of movement in the market. So, guys, the reason why this chart is very important to you, if say you are an investor or you are a trader, is because this chart gives you periods when we're gonna see crypto do well and period when we're gonna see crypto do bad. I'm talking about both short and long. So if say you are a bear, this is gonna help you to know when to sell. If say you are a bull, it's gonna help you to understand when to buy. That's why I love looking at this on this time frame. I want to get a bright a broader perspective on what is going on in the market. Now, having established that we are at a key zone right now with crypto, Bitcoin, based on the charts, based on analysis, let's get now to other macro analysis. Let's look at liquidation heat map. So, looking at this liquidation heat map, there's high chances that Bitcoin can still go right down to $84,000. But also, we can see Bitcoin go right up to $91,000 for the next 3 days. Now, let's look at the next 12 hours, because it's very important we look at lower time frame now to see what price might do. So, looking at this time frame right now, we can see Bitcoin move right up to $88,000. And if it breaks above $88,000, we are going straight away to Valhalla. We are going straight away to 90K. And from 90K, then we can easily hit 95K. So you see where I'm coming from. My analysis is giving you, like I'm trying to build some perspective or some context around my analysis so that you see properly and build your own, like, you analyze your own coins, look at where they are, and you look at key levels also of your coins, if they are at key levels or if they are at, so you just look at it that way. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Now let me get to this other chart here. This is the fear and greed index. It's not a chart. It's, let me just say, it's kind of like one of the biggest indicator in the crypto space. So you can see how far we have left. We have left 20, 27, 30, and now we are at 46. So last month it was more of 46, but we got right down to 10% fear. This was real fear. Now we are at 46%. So we are getting towards that zone where we're gonna see or start seeing the market pump. So we are going towards the extreme fear or the greed and something like, no, so sorry, towards the extreme greed or greed level when it comes to fear and greed index. So this is important to see. Okay, if say the sentiment is shifting towards greed, it means investors are now trusting that maybe crypto is gonna be pumping or Bitcoin is gonna do well. Right, that's why I think this is very important. Now let's go get to the lower time frame of Bitcoin. We're gonna look at MOG Coin, of course, guys. Also, the reason why I'm not gonna do any analysis on MOG Coin or Bread Coin is because I do all of my analysis on Bitcoin. If I see that Bitcoin is gonna do well today, then I know that my altcoins are gonna do well too. I'm gonna look at the same key levels, but I want to look at first the macro aspect of the market before we dive into anything trading or something like that. Okay, so let's drop now down to the 4 hours time frame. Let's get to Bitcoin. Let's see. By the way, let's see. By the way, if you're watching me on Popo Live, if you want to see my chart, you can go straight away to YouTube. At the Bet on Crypto, you can see me there. So let's get to Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah. Okay, guys. This is good. Why? Based on this volume profile, let me get to this on the daily time frame first. So I want to show you something. So based on this volume profile, we are at the level like the value area low. So when you see price around the value area, this value area low, when doing a downtrend, if you see price reject towards that area multiple times, it means that price will not go and target the POC. And you can see the POC is straight, like it's around the 95 and 96,000 dollars price point. So looking at this volume profile and also what I have mentioned, if we see Bitcoin today straight up above $88,000, then there's high chances that it's not go straight away to this level. Yeah, that's why I want to like do this so you see exactly what I'm trying to convey here to you. Now, on the 4 hours time frame, based on this analysis, is showing us that we have been in an uptrend ever since. Okay, so you can see that was on Tuesday. Yeah, since Tuesday, March 25th, we have been in an uptrend from this huge dip to the downside. We have been in an uptrend because ever since that day, price hasn't come right down here to to take out this low here. So we have left liquidity. Now in this case, this is the first lower low. This is the first low, second low, and I haven't seen yet the third low. So maybe from this movement upwards, it's not create the next low, based on this. So if I have to, take this trend line straight away to the top, to the upside, we can expect that at one point in time, price is gonna hit this trend line, and from there it should bounce, and go and attempt maybe the next high. Because each time price bounce from this high, it creates higher high before it bounced again. But in this case, it didn't bounce. It just went straight away and create another higher highs. So what should we expect? Maybe this movement, yeah, it's gonna take price up to about 90 or it's let's just say right up to about 95k. Then from 95k, we can move sideways. Then we see a huge drop down here. So that could be one scenario that plays out. But if this is going to be the case, remember what I told you guys about price action on the 4 hours time frame when it comes to the alpha trend. When the alpha trend prints a buy signal, whenever you see the alpha trend print a buy signal on any time frame, look at the 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 latest sell signal or the sell signal that took place the downside before the buy signal. In this case, this is a sell signal on the higher time frame. Okay, and we can argue also that based on the theory, based on the way I analyze the market, looking at this indicator, if I see or if I want to confirm that price is back in an uptrend, I want to see price go and make higher highs and take away this zone, this zone where the sell signal was created. So you can see price took out the zone where the sell signal was created. No, price hasn't yet taken out this zone. So price still need to take out this zone until price do that before I can confirm that we are back in an uptrend. So price should do something like this at least, then come back, hold that zone, then maybe target the next high. But if say price will keep rejecting around this area, yeah, you can see in the past, price have been rejecting this key area in the past, yeah. You can see, yeah. So guys, we are building some stuff here so that we understand what we're gonna do. Like doing the UK, like this is the UK session, no doubt. Very soon we're gonna go back to the chart to see like lower time frame to see whether we can take some trades. But we need to look at this first. So this could be the zone that we see a huge rejection from during the like today trading session. Be it the UK or US session, we should see price take out this zone to the upside. Then we're gonna buy pullback. Okay. Now let's dive now to a different chart. There's a chart that I love to do. Yeah, this one. So remember what I told you guys in my like yesterday's video. I told you guys that there was a liquidity here, a lot of it that they can go and grab. And mind you, they did grab that liquidity on that time frame. Let's wait a little bit for it to load. Okay, you can see they grab the liquidity exactly around it. Now, if we see price break above this liquidity here today, then the next zone is going to be around this 96,000 or $95,000. Now, this is in confluence to what, or this corresponds to what I just mentioned to you guys today, like lately, not like today. We are still today. It's as if we are today is past, but just what I mentioned, like during this period, that we can see price get to the POC, which is around the $96,000 price point. And looking also at this liquidity, we can see that we have liquidity here at around $96,000. So this is actually a good thing, right? It's good. Why? Because if you look at price action, we are now looking at key areas where price should bounce from. Okay, because price has been making higher highs. You can see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So we should expect price to continue. If not, then maybe price is going to target this low here at around $81,000, which is something that I think it can happen. But for now, I think we are on track. So going back now to the 1 hour time frame, let's see where we are. But I want to bring in a different chart that I always love to do my trades on. Let me see if I can bring in the hybrid system. I love to trade on the hybrid system. Then I love to do my analysis here. Then I trade on the hybrid system. So let me just bring in the hybrid system here. So I want to look at the daily open because I trade daily open mostly. I trade like if I'm gonna buy a coin, I want to look at the daily open for that. The daily open, then I see what price did during that period, and after that, I'm gonna determine whether I'm gonna be buying that coin or not. So it's very important. about it's very important I do this with you too. So now talking about, let me just try as hard as possible to take off, or let me just zoom out because I love to trade here. Why? I explained to you guys. It gives me perspective on what happened during the daily open and so on and so forth. Now, the market open at around $87,500 for Bitcoin, and it dropped right down to about it's $6,400, and it bounced from this the bottom crypto moving average. Now we are above the 50-day moving average and also the bottom moving average. So based on the way I trade during the US session or during the UK session, if I see price above the 50-day EMA, I'm buying that coin. Okay, that's why right now I am going to be looking at either buy. Now, when should it be the right time to buy, or when should I be buying Bitcoin? So for us to be buying Bitcoin, this is what we need to happen during this live stream, or maybe after the live stream. So if say you have to place a buy order, okay, we need to see Bitcoin price do something like this. Okay, this should be a key area on the daily on this time frame. So you want to see Bitcoin, break this zone, this kind of break, get up there somehow. Then we want to see retracement. Yeah, we're gonna see a huge pullback there. We want to see it hold multiple candles. Then from there, maybe we're gonna see price go straight away to around $95,000. Now, if say price is going to reject this zone, let's say for example we see a huge spike to the upside and price reject back and stay below this daily open. The red line here, guys, you see is daily open. To yesterday daily open was here. You can see market open yesterday. Yeah, it took price down and then price get back above it. During the UK session. I think that was during during the Asian session, and throughout the UK and the US session, we saw how price was upward. Then during the beginning of the Asian session today, price started at around $87,500. Then now we are seeing price below the daily open. So whenever I see price below the daily open, I'm looking for short. When I see price above the daily open, I'm looking for long. So even though price is now above these moving averages on the 15-minute time frame, it doesn't mean anything. Where I want to see price should is price should be on the above the daily open. Okay, so now looking at the 15-minute time frame, I would say that we are still good to go. We are still gonna be looking for like possible entry, but now what we should be looking at is short. Okay, not longs. I'm looking anyway. Let's look at both longs and short. Okay, but I've given you guys the both scenarios when you should expect to take a long and when you should expect to take a short. And these scenarios are going to be based on all of these time frames. So let's get to see where we are. Or let's see MOG Coin. We are MOG Coin first. Let's see. Do I have any question here, guys? I can see more of you are watching me on X. Yeah, if you have any coin, any not coin, if you have any questions, make sure you post your question. I'm gonna be live here until, let's say, 1 or 1:30. I don't know, but I'm gonna be here live just trading. Now I have to do the analysis, see what's going on in the market, and from there, yeah, yeah. I can see I'm live also on a new app called Popo. So if say you are interested in Popo, no, let me not say you are interested. Maybe you don't know what Popo is all about. It's an app just like TikTok. So if you love to build a community on social media like TikTok and you get almost more opportunities than TikTok, then you should be part of Popo Live. Okay. So let's see more coin. Okay, you can see Based on our analysis, guys, where is MOG Coin now? MOG Coin is sitting around the daily open. I mean, today's daily open, and it's rejecting here. You can see, look at this huge week. This week took place around 11:30. You see, huge week to the upside and immediate pullback. You can see here, price has rejected this zone too. So we have gotten multiple rejection here. So if we see multiple price rejection here on during the like throughout the UK session, then there's high chances that US is gonna dump more coin. Now, dumping more coin is gonna be determined by Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin will determine whether more coin is gonna drop or not. But for now, I think that more coin is above almost all of these moving averages on the 15-minute time frame. And when I see price doing something like this, I want to be looking at long position. But still, I need confirmation before I take that long. I take that long position. Let's see whether Breadcoin. Actually, I think the coin that can really do well today is Breadcoin. Maybe Breadcoin is above the daily open. Maybe. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, you can see Breadcoin is above the daily open. This is good. Okay. Now, if we're gonna see some sort of dip with Bitcoin, then maybe we're gonna see Breadcoin dip too. But I think Bitcoin is moving alongside Ethereum too, because Ethereum moves alongside Bitcoin, and Bread is one of the biggest meme coin on the base ecosystem, and the base ecosystem native currency is Ethereum. So if Ethereum is doing well, then base coin projects should be doing well too. Now, where we are here is pretty simple. Okay, or we are above the daily open. So whatever happens today, I think we have already gotten to a zone where we can say this is a strong resistance for Breadcoin. So if we are seeing Breadcoin breaking this resistance, yeah, then there's high chances that let's just look at the 4 hours time frame. Let's see where we are right now on this time frame. Oh boy. Okay. You can see after price made this huge move, we saw this pullback, and now we are looking at this huge candle to the upside. So this price action can take us right up to let's see. We can go right up to about 0.0418. Yeah, or maybe we go straight to about, let's say, 0.045779. That's awesome. Okay, now I want to look at something here too. Maybe this is gonna give me some sort of perspective too as to what is going on right now with price. Oh, I have to change this. I have Super Bollinger Band here. Now this is a hybrid system. Then Super Bollinger Band here. By the way, guys, if you have any question, then feel free to post your question. I'm gonna be live here. I've done the analysis already. So what we are looking at now is a trade. If we see one, then good and fine. If not, then good and fine. We're gonna be looking at other coins to see whether we have opportunities there. Let's look at crypto bubbles. Let's look for any coin that has strength against Bitcoin. As for the past 4 hours, Let's see, Bega S. Let's look at S. Let me take off the alpha trend. Okay. Actually, this coin is sitting at a key level right now on this time frame. So let's just fall down to the 4 hours time frame. Okay. S is actually doing higher highs. Look at this. Like this is level one move. Let's see level two. So we should expect level three movement to the upside, and it can take us right up to this price point. Yeah. So that because that's the nearest um resistance. Now let's look at this on yeah, let's look at this here. SUSDT. Yeah, we missed the trade already, guys. You see. Yeah, well, let me not say we missed the trade because now price has already broken structure. So if we see any pullback during the beginning of the US session, then maybe the pullback is gonna come here. So this is where I want to buy this coin. Yeah, I think because the coin is already bullish, this is S. So if we see a huge spike to the upside on the 1 hour time frame, then we expect pullback here. Okay, then the pullback can take price back to attempt that previous high there on this lower time frame. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at now. If I see a huge move to the upside, I'm gonna be waiting for pullbacks here. It must not come like exactly inside here. From there I'm gonna buy S. Yeah. Yeah, I have to stand a little bit, guys. Feeling a little bit tired. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm standing. I'm standing now. By the way, if say you are on Popo, you want to talk with me live right now, you can request to talk with me. I'm also live on YouTube. I'm live on X. You want to follow me? You can follow me on YouTube at the Beton Crypto. The name you see on Popo Live there. Just go on YouTube right now, search for the Beton Crypto, and you're gonna find me live. Or you can subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, I talk about cryptocurrency. I do analysis on crypto, trading, all this stuff, investing. So if say you want to be part of that, then head right now on YouTube. I'm sharing my screen on YouTube and also on Facebook. I cannot share my screen on Popo Live right now. So that's why you see things going on this way. Mm. I'm seeing some sort of rejection with Bitcoin. Let's get back to the price of Bitcoin. Or you can see this huge move. So let's get back to the price of Bitcoin. Let's see what we got here with this bad boy. Yeah, you see, we are seeing rejection here from the daily open. So what I'm gonna be looking at right now towards the end of this session, I'm gonna be looking at short Trust me. You know, yeah. If you want to talk, if you are watching me on Popo, you want to talk with me, feel free to send. Yeah. Thanks so much, Fairly Sally. Thanks so much for the gift. You are so amazing. Thanks so much. Um, Follow me on YouTube, guys. If you say you wanna, I'm live now on YouTube. Go and follow me on YouTube at the name The Beton Crypto. The name you see there, The Beton Crypto. That's my YouTube. So I talk about investment, crypto. Right now I'm live sharing my screens. So I said let me also be live on Popo. Maybe there are some guys on Popo who might be interested to learn how to make money, trading. So like, okay, maybe I just come here and talk. But I'm gonna come back to you guys. We know our usual join that we meet. We meet during our party period. We're gonna play with each other and make some quick gains. Yeah, guys, like, yeah, we can see Bitcoin is showing some strength here, but as I mentioned, on this time frame, the 50 minutes time frame, we need to see price reject, yeah, multiple times, not only one time. So this the next let me say the next 45 minutes is gonna be crucial. From there, we can determine what will happen to Bitcoin. Okay. And altcoins too. I think some altcoins are gonna do well regardless. You know, uh, I was in a trade already, but let me just check on my trades. I was doing some trades. I don't know if say um I bought ApeCoin. So thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. I can see all of you are live. You're awesome. You're awesome. Actually, my ApeCoin trade is down on 1.338%. Not good. Um, Guys, there's one thing I want to do here too. Maybe this can throw some more light on where we are. So let me bring in the flip tool from this huge spike to the upside to this downward movement. So we are here around the second phase, which is around, let's see, $87,494. So if we see Bitcoin break this, maybe we expect rejection from around 87,788. So this should be the area for us to experience some sort of rejection. Yeah. Yes. So this should be the area. Yeah. Oh, I want to go off Popo because I want to use my phone. Anyways, it was a nice live on Popo too.
Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To Baton Crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded, his portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line, track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. Debate on crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded, his portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line, track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. Debate on crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded, his portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line, track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. Debate on crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars and the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded, his portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line, track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name.
Guys, we are seeing a rejection here for Bitcoin, which is not good. So we are gonna be looking for a short here. As I mentioned, remember this line here, the line you see here is the daily open. This yesterday daily open was here around $86,000. Today's daily open is around this price point, $87,000. So if say we see Bitcoin is not able to go, so if say we see Bitcoin not able to go and make higher highs, then from there, like to break this key area, then from there we can assume that um we can assume that they want to mark price more downward. But again, guys, I'm looking at this area here. This was a zone, so this should be the area where we see a huge spike and rejection. So if we see a huge spike and rejection here, let me mark it for you so you see properly. So this should be the area. If we see rejection here, then we're gonna be placing our shorts from there. Okay, and longs too from here. So if we see price break from this area, we want to be looking for a longs here and then shorts same here. So if price break above here, then come here, stay below this line here, then we want to look for a short. You know. Look at what Peter Schiff is saying. This guy, I think the reason why he tweets consistently about Bitcoin is because he got lots of engagement, or he gets a lot of engagement from the crypto community than his gold community. You can see whenever he tweets something about crypto, he gets more interaction. But if he tweets something about something else, he won't get that attention. That Bitcoin demand now comes from two primary sources. One is sellers' continued ability to leverage the micro strategy balance sheet to buy more. The second is from speculators front running the U.S. government strategic reserve. Wow, this guy. I'm trying to find out like if we got some news here. Wow. Okay, we are seeing we have the next candle have started. Let's see whether this candle for the next 40 minutes is gonna close above the daily open. It's very important we see price close above the daily open before the US session. You can see price hasn't gone anywhere. Price open here, came down here, and price is back towards the daily open. So we haven't gone anywhere from yesterday's movement. You know, yeah. So if we see price keep playing around, then we're gonna see it break above this $87,000. From there, maybe it can take us not 87. I mean, 87,000 $700,000. Yeah, I think so.
Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortunes made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king.
Yeah,
Debate on crypto,
I'm seeing a different.
king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made.
Actually, this chart is showing me something good, right? We have bounced from the 13-day EMA, which is good, but we still have the 50-day EMA right down here on the 4 hours time frame. So I'm guessing, let me just use the word guess. I'm thinking, well, let's just say I'm guessing, because we are working on based on probability, So this huge buy here on the 4 hours time frame should take us, or should continue to the upside. Because if we see it reject here and we see the alpha trend, we see this indicator, the SSL print a sell signal, then there's high chances that we can keep going down for Bitcoin. So this chart could be that price is bouncing, gonna bounce from here, go straight to the upside to hit at least this 90K, then pull back.
Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. when he walks down the street. To baton crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Wallet fat with gains never shaded. His portfolio perfectly weighted. Whales and minnows all in a line. Track his moves, wish they could align. Every tweet sends markets a spin, but he never lets the fear sink in. Algorithms dance, he's pulling the strings. In the crypto world, he reigns like a king. Debate on crypto, king of the trade. In the world of coins, his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak.
Wow, it seems as if we are going down as anticipated. Let's get back to this chart. This is a chart talking about. This should be the chart here. Yeah, it seems as if we are going down. Yeah, we are. So, and we are going towards 1330. Yeah. So in 20 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream. But price is sitting at a key level, as I mentioned. We want to be looking at, like, we must not take the trade instantly. I think towards the US session, towards the close of the UK session and the beginning of the US session, we're gonna see some sort of huge volume. And after about, let's say, 30 minutes, we're gonna see where the market makers want to take price to. Because right now, price is still above all of those moving averages on the 50-minute time frame, but below the daily open, which is not something I take lightly when I'm trading. So I want to make sure price is above the daily open before the US session. Like UK, like for example, Asia started and took price down here, from this zone. UK came in, UK came in and took us right up back to Asia open or market open, right? Now we are going towards the US session. Is US going to take us back towards the low of the day? So we have the low of the day and the high of the day, right? Low of the day and high of the day. Yeah, let's see how it goes. If you are watching and you have any college, okay, let's look quickly what Bread Coin is doing. Let's see what Bread Coin is doing. So, I think Bread Coin is pulling back, as I mentioned. So, if we are gonna see pullback here, I think we should expect a pullback to get to around 0. Let's just say it should kiss this 50-day moving average. Yeah. So if we see it kiss it, then we must not see it come right down to the daily open. Yeah. So we're gonna expect a bounce from that moving average. Yeah, I think so. So let me just try to see if I can bring in my crypto here. let me see. Yeah, so yeah, so we're gonna see this moving average makes its way to the 0.5% of this move to the upside. So usually price recover 0.5%. When you see price make a huge move, it always recover at least half of that move. So we should expect price to recover half of the move or bounce from the golden pocket, which is closer to the daily open. So this is gonna be around this area here, 0.003. So I'm gonna be looking for, okay, you can see this buyback. Oh boy, Bitcoin is actually bullish. But I think we're gonna see price at least kiss this moving average before anything else. Yes, let me sit now. Yeah, let me sit. I ate something, so my lips is passing back. Right. I'm mostly with my phone because I trade with my phone mostly. Like my trades, I took it with I take it with my train on my phone. Most of my trades are being taken. Yeah. So um, let me actually check out Ruin. I bought Ruin. Let's see what Ruin is doing. Okay. Hmm. Why didn't I sell this? I didn't actually see this. I've been waiting for this move here to the upside to sell. I didn't actually see it. Like to break even. Hmm. Let me see. I'm in a loss in this trade, but I have a zone that I want to sell at a complete loss. The reason why I haven't yet pressed the sell button is because we are still above the alpha trend, even though we are still below the daily open for win. I think this movement can still continue, to the upside. That's why I haven't yet sell everything, anything. Um, Popcat might be doing well today too. Yeah, Popcat might do well. During the US session, we can see, or before the US session, we can see some sort of pullback. Price might bounce from this moving average, and the rest of the US session could take price back to go and attempt this high. Yeah, a pretty decent trade to take. What's going on with MOG Coin? Let's see. Yeah, MOG Coin made this huge stopping volume move here. You see this huge spike to the upside. And price close below this daily open line. So you see why I say this line is very important. We see price break above, then from there we are going high, 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 high. Wow. I've been streaming now for 1 hour 20 minutes. I feel so tired. Guys. I feel tired. Trust me. I wanna end the stream. I feel really tired. I'm so tired. I would have I wish I do this till the end, but I feel so tired. Feel so tired. Really tired. Tired. Exhausted. To talk is actually energy. I can see you guys watching me on X. 17 of you are watching me on X. That's awesome. Can see 2 of you watching me on YouTube. That's awesome too. Uh, Anyways, guys, you have seen the scenarios for us to be able to take a trade, a buy or a sell. You know, I've shown you guys with Bitcoin. If say you want to do it with any other coin, the same, the same procedure or the same style of analyzing the market. That market. You look at the daily open, like in this case, you will not see me trying to buy this coin because I've seen multiple rejection here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a sign to tell me that price is going to be market more downward and the target is going to be where I see this alpha trend printed the sell signal or yeah, down here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at for more coin. But I'm gonna be selling more coin per se, like place a sell order. No, I'm going to be looking at this to help me know when is the right time for me to like buy again. So that's what I want to be doing. That's why I'm looking at more coin. I want to trade more coin, but mostly I trade my coin, most of my coins, spot. If you want to trade with me, you can trade with me on Bitunics. The links are found below this video, and if you join my Bitunics community, then you are gonna get access to my VIP also. So if you use my link to register to Bitunics, you are going to actually be part of my VIP community. Okay. All right, guys. Let's call this a go for today. See you tomorrow, same time. Bye bye. Ciao.